The American West, a land of vast horizons, rugged landscapes, and a spirit of adventure that lingers in the air. Here the sky stretches endlessly, and the mountains stand tall, guarding the secrets of the past. It's a place where history gallops alongside progress, where the echoes of cowboys and cattle drives still resonate. The tales of bravery, endurance, and the relentless pursuit of freedom are etched into the very soil. And at the heart of this enduring legacy lies a cuisine as unique and unforgettable as the land itself: Wyoming's cowboy cooking. This is not just food, it's a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of those who tame the wild. This is food born of necessity, shaped by resourcefulness, and seasoned with the spirit of the open range. Every meal tells a story of survival and creativity, of making do with what was available. It's a culinary tradition that speaks of hard work, simple pleasures, and a deep connection to the land. The chuck wagon, a mobile kitchen, became the heart of the cowboy's world, providing sustenance and comfort. Join us as we saddle up and ride into the world of Dutch ovens, campfire coffee, and the hearty flavors that define Wyoming's cowboy cuisine. These are the tastes that have been passed down through generations. From the first bite of a slow-cooked stew, rich with the flavors of the land, to the last sip of strong coffee, brewed over an open flame, you'll discover a cuisine that's more than just sustenance. It's a story. From the first bite of a slow-cooked stew, simmered to perfection in a Dutch oven, to the last sip of strong coffee, brewed to keep the chill of the night at bay, to the last sip of strong coffee, you'll discover a cuisine that's more than just sustenance. It's a story. A story that has been told and retold around countless campfires. You'll discover a cuisine that's more than just sustenance. It's a story. It's a story of cowboys gathered around a campfire after a long day on the range, sharing stories and laughter along with their meals. It's a story of cowboys gathered around a campfire after a long day on the range, sharing stories and laughter along with their meals. The camaraderie and sense of community are as nourishing as the food itself. It's a story of resilience and ingenuity, of making the most of what you have and savoring every bite. Cowboys learned to create hearty, flavorful meals from the simplest of ingredients, turning necessity into culinary art. And it's a story that continues to be written today, as new generations embrace the traditions of cowboy cooking and add their own chapters to this delicious legacy. The legacy of cowboy cooking is alive and well, evolving with each new generation. So gather round, partners, and get ready to explore the culinary delights of Wyoming's cowboy culture. Together, we'll uncover the secrets of this time-honored tradition and savor the flavors that have stood the test of time. We're about to embark on a flavorful journey that will tantalize your taste buds and transport you to the heart of the American West. So, saddle up and join us for an unforgettable adventure into the world of cowboy cuisine. To truly understand cowboy cuisine, we must first understand its origins. Picture the vast, untamed landscapes of Wyoming in the 19th century. Cattle ranching was booming, and cowboys were the backbone of this burgeoning industry. These were men who lived and worked on the open range, spending weeks, sometimes months, away from civilization. Their food needed to be portable, long-lasting, and most importantly, provide the sustenance they needed for their demanding work. The ingredients available to cowboys were often limited to what they could carry with them or find along the trail. Beef, naturally, was a staple, as were beans, bacon, and other preserved foods that could withstand the rigors of life on the move. Flour, sugar, and coffee were precious commodities, carefully rationed and stretched to last. Fresh fruits and vegetables were rare luxuries, enjoyed when available but not relied upon. This reliance on simple, hearty ingredients laid the foundation for a cuisine that was as practical as it was flavorful. The harsh realities of cowboy life demanded resourcefulness. Nothing went to waste. Every part of the animal was utilized, from the most prized cuts of beef to the organ meats that added depth and richness to stews and soups. Leftovers were transformed into new meals, ensuring that nothing went to waste. This spirit of ingenuity and adaptability continues to define cowboy cooking today. No discussion of cowboy cuisine would be complete without paying homage to the chuck wagon, the ingenious invention that served as the heart of the cowboy camp. This mobile kitchen was more than just a means to an end. It was a lifeline for cowboys traversing the rugged terrain of the American West. More than just a food wagon, the chuck wagon was a symbol of community and camaraderie. It was a place where cowboys could come together, share a meal, and find a sense of belonging amidst the vast, often lonely landscape. It was around the chuck wagon that cowboys gathered at the end of a long day, sharing stories and laughter as they enjoyed a hearty meal under the stars. The warmth of the campfire and the aroma of the food created a comforting atmosphere that was cherished by all. Imagine a wooden wagon, typically pulled by a team of oxen or mules, specifically designed to transport food and cooking equipment across the vast distances of the open range. This wagon was a marvel of practicality, with every inch utilized to store essential supplies. The back of the wagon would fold down to reveal a workspace for the cook, complete with shelves for storing supplies and a hinged panel that could be raised to provide shelter from the wind. This ingenious design allowed the cook to prepare meals efficiently, no matter the weather conditions. A chuck box, a portable chest filled with cooking utensils, spices, and other essentials, was an indispensable companion to the chuck wagon. This box was meticulously organized, ensuring that the cook had everything needed to whip up a meal at a moment's notice. The chuck wagon cook, often referred to as the cookie, was a highly respected figure in the cowboy camp. His role extended beyond just cooking. He was the heart and soul of the camp, providing nourishment and comfort to the weary cowboys. He was responsible for not only preparing the food, but also for managing the supplies, ensuring everyone was fed, and often acting as a mediator and storyteller. His wisdom and experience made him a trusted advisor and a beloved member of the crew. The cookie's skills in stretching limited ingredients into satisfying meals were legendary, and his ability to maintain morale with his cooking was invaluable. His creativity in the kitchen and his knack for making the most out of what was available were truly remarkable, making him an indispensable part of the cowboy way of life. The dishes that emerged from these rudimentary kitchens were as simple and straightforward as they were satisfying. They were born out of necessity, crafted with the limited ingredients available, and designed to provide sustenance and comfort after long, grueling days on the range. Let's explore some of the iconic staples that grace the chuck wagon table and continue to tantalize taste buds today. Dishes that have stood the test of time and remain beloved by many. Dutch oven beans. These slow-cooked beans are a true testament to the power of patience and simple flavors. They were a staple because they were easy to prepare and could be left to cook while cowboys attended to other tasks. Navy beans, often simmered with bacon or salt pork for added richness, would cook over low heat for hours in a cast-iron Dutch oven, resulting in a creamy, flavorful dish that warmed the soul as much as the stomach. The slow cooking process allowed the flavors to meld together, creating a dish that was both hearty and comforting. Cowboy stew. This hearty stew was a meal in itself, typically made with beef, potatoes, carrots, onions, and whatever other vegetables were on hand. It was a versatile dish that could be adapted based on the ingredients available, making it a practical choice for cowboys on the move. Slow cooked to perfection in a Dutch oven, the flavors melded together to create a deeply satisfying and nourishing dish. The long cooking time allowed the meat to become tender, and the vegetables to absorb the rich flavors of the broth. Biscuits and gravy. No cowboy breakfast would be complete without a generous helping of fluffy biscuits smothered in a creamy, peppery gravy. This dish was a favorite because it was both filling and delicious, providing the energy needed for a long day of work. The biscuits, made with simple ingredients like flour, baking powder, and lard, were cooked in a Dutch oven or skillet, resulting in a light and fluffy texture that was perfect for soaking up the rich gravy. While the gravy, often made with bacon drippings and thickened with flour, added a savory richness that fueled cowboys for a long day of work. The combination of the fluffy biscuits and the creamy gravy was a match made in heaven. These are just a few examples of the culinary creations that sustained cowboys on the range. Each dish was designed to be practical, using ingredients that were readily available and could be easily transported. Each dish, born of necessity and crafted with skill, tells a story of resourcefulness, resilience, and the enduring spirit of the American cowboy. These meals were more than just food. They were a testament to the ingenuity and determination of those who lived and worked on the frontier. Now let's dive into the rich and diverse world of cowboy cooking. From hearty stews to sizzling steaks, there's so much to explore. You see, cowboy cuisine is more than just food. It's a way of life that has been passed down through generations. Each dish tells a story, reflecting the rugged, resilient spirit of the American West. So whether you're a seasoned cook or just starting out, there's something here for everyone. Let's saddle up and discover the flavors that define this unique culinary tradition. Today, cowboy cooking has evolved, yet it remains deeply rooted in tradition. Modern chefs are putting their own spin on classic recipes, blending innovation with time-honored techniques. The spirit of the cowboy lives on in kitchens across Wyoming, where the past meets the present in every dish. If you're looking to experience authentic cowboy cuisine, Wyoming offers plenty of options. From rustic chuck wagons to upscale restaurants, the state's culinary scene is a testament to its rich heritage. Local diners and eateries proudly serve dishes that have been passed down through generations, ensuring that the cowboy spirit is alive and well. Cowboy cooking is more than just food. It's a cultural heritage that tells the story of the American West. Each meal is a celebration of the land, the people, and the history that shaped this unique way of life. By preserving these culinary traditions, we honor the legacy of the cowboys who helped define Wyoming's identity. Embracing cowboy cuisine means more than just enjoying a hearty meal. It's about connecting with a way of life that values hard work, community, and the great outdoors. Whether you're a local or just visiting, taking part in this culinary tradition allows you to experience a piece of Wyoming's soul. So come on, pull up a chair and savor the flavors of the cowboy way.